Hey guys, I'm 12 Warthog here. I'm back with another video, and yes, it's today I want to look at this. Hop out of F mode. Right here, you have an end game. Now, my last video where I showed you how to drastically times in your passcode or a company add more just by adding more latches in what order they're in determine what how they're hooked up to another. Put it into and ultimately, at the end, that signal, when you were done with it, was output this caption right here, gate. This exact one, although I get higher up elevation, that's where it was. It was a box off. And then the other input was through a lever, kind of like to act as the enter button. Code, and then you hit enter. This one is kind of simple. In this, adding these just by flipping these levers, boom, the lamp goes on. What's that? An AND gate. As far as one output, another. And when you put a bunch of them together, like this, to get 16 inputs for one output, maybe you need that for a specific thing you're doing, adventure map create. Well, Leverstone, I don't know what team. Here you have 1, 8, 9, 15. Overall, the double AND gate. With a regular AND gate that requires flip them all, the light at the end for me that you can view that it does, but and you can like wow some of your friends when you turn one off and the thing back. But with the yes, as you can see, it. But over here is also an AND gate. It looks different, but ultimately this one requires not 2, 3. Go here, put a torch down. As you guys can see, that's simply what an AND gate is. It's about inverting a set number of inputs so that one torch outputs signal. Kind of like an added layer of security, kind of like with Jeb doors. How I did in an old video, how to link up to it. It required 2 button at the enter button right above and the combination lock. I had to run in, climb down a ladder before it hit me in the wall because I had to build it. Become Jeb doors. Jeb door. Think of. Well, as we get more complicated in maps and so on, a while back I saw some map or out of levels. Well, that's understandable, and it's going to take that long. I believe I had to collect items at the end. Got me thinking. Sooner or later, maps are going to have a lot of input for one output ultimate goal. So then I came up with this. I call this a hexa AND gate because it requires 6 inputs for one output. And after I show you this, what it does, I'm going to show you actually how to probably look out why everything redstone creative idea red, then you probably already know. But just by looking at it, or maybe you need better explanation. I understand. But as I go along levers, output lights the. As you can see, you know, flip the right one, then the because once torches go out, that means this torch on the hexa in. Now there is theoretically a way I've theorized on how to make it up to 12, but I think that's a bit ridiculous. And of course, I've called it M12 in gate. But as you can see here, it's not perfectly symmetrical, but I didn't keep track of it. First half, yes, but for the back switch, not like oh, by the part, but you'd later to make redstone go. As you can hear, it does, and it up. I understand that in the future, more and more maps are going to want this. But you got to build out your base first. So you would need for a regular AND gate down here. Then you have this out. And you can make this right. Then we do that. Now you gotta place down all of your torches, hook them up to have them all connected to redstone. And then you're good. However, there's just one issue. Build out the redstone, and this should not be lit up because right here is an issue. Hence why I actually putting the right. Also, why I dig down because it place the redstone if you lost. Take the time to get resources for all the extra you wouldn't have to dig down, like the extra 4. But I mean, if you're doing this, you're probably in creative mode, problem mode. Output like a base or I had on a rival server round, and of course, and very easily here, and then you just form changing the now theoretically I could just go ahead and lever go put a lever next to could this as well for the matter if the redstone in that there's redstone that has a charge or has a signal feeding into the block. Put the lever on, flip it instead. have one here. The other option you, and then it again, and in again wanted, you know, and then have that. Either way, ultimately at the end of the day, this gate right here, the end gate I made, show you, allows for an input, allows for 6 inputs for 1 output. Be kind of important, I would imagine, for level maps and all that stuff, just by doing it. Now there is a way to make a 12, obviously expand. There's much more. Very possible. I'm actually... Alright. As you can see here, the base on which your AND gate is on gets bigger the more what you want for a single out. Probably build. And voila. No, I didn't make it. There we go. This can out 12. As long as redstone right here. Now, another thing you can do as this is bigger, you have to do this, but minimum 1 output is technically required for an AND gate, but multiple inputs of or more are required, especially when doing them with redstone. Now, with this one, I could put in 3 if you put them, but I could also right here and here. That's it. Now, ready to toggle the simply put 12 on this AND gate requires 12 one output, one input, and another 12 signal. This might be a little bit on the over side and no an in or 12 inputs on one gate, but then again, I made a total configuration here. But I do it again. In the boom. Like this. I could venture a few ideas in which an paint like this would be necessary. Maybe you and not use these two in the back and you have 10 and 8 and treat it as if it's like a game outputs that gives the win. I don't know. Playable. That would be my adventure as a guess as one way you could possibly watch them back. All these different. Either way, that's a bit excessive. But we can take it a step further. Now at this point, usually an AND gate, like the base one that I first how to use. Probably enough guys are familiar. But using that knowledge and it to have 12 inputs for one output or 12 input output, ever weighs how many ever room placeable converted out once all the inputs I given put put in for the outputs for this. Anyway, this is kind of something I discovered and made my with all of the AND gates and the various types I have made. I thought it was interesting, maybe nice to share with some guys because at the very least, it might be something exactly you need to finish whatever project you're. Maybe not. No, maybe this. I keep making these homes that maybe it actually does. So, all is some other feedback, questions that you have, because I'm happy to try and help you. And just don't ask me about the. I'm not really questions. I'm more of the red. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed watching. If you're taking time for feedback of any kind at all, would be very much appreciated. I will see you guys later. Bye.